Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. So today's episode, we're going to talk about more civil unrest on the way. Now, everything is getting out of hand in a hurry. For the obvious reasons that the United States are letting babies take control of the country, meaning they're giving into their ways. So they're tearing down all the Confederate statues. I disagree with that immensely. They are changing banning movies or stopping the playing of them. They're taking off shows, cartoons, because of police depiction. They're getting rid of, I guess, mascots on food products because racial depictions. Now, that being said, when you give in to the cries of babies, they're going to want more, right? It's like giving the spoiled kid one thing, then the next, then the next. And before you know it, he's out of control. Before you know it, you have to give him a beating, a spanking, whatever you want to call it. This is what's happening here in this country. We're letting babies or children run this country. Now, there's been an uptick in hangings, which I'm sort of not buying. And I'm not buying it because suicide is up. Now, I don't know the particulars on all the cases. From what I've read, these people were hanging from trees. I think there's been 3 so far. I'll give you the area and location of each hanging now. So, I'm not buying that bullshit at all. It's just insane how all of a sudden hangings are popping up with this racial tension that's building. It is one hell of a coincidence, if you ask me. They are erasing history. They're tearing down statues all over the country because they are giving into children. Good, bad, or indifferent. Those statues of those men, they built this country. Slaves built this country. The Chinese helped build this country. So, you want to put up more Chinese statues, more African American statues, so be it. But taking down statues of Southerners who helped build this country is erasing history. And when you erase history, you are doomed to repeat it. So that leads into racial divide. Now, racial divide is becoming a big to-do. I'm starting to see it firsthand with white people, if you will, who were neutral in this, and they're now speaking up and they're more vocal. But they're vocal within reason, and they're logical. But that, because of Black Lives Matter, can be misconstrued as racist. There goes a racial divide. Because again, when you let children speak and uneducated kids speak, they think everything's racist, they think everything's sexist, they think everything's homophobic. Couldn't be furthest from the truth, right? So, again, you let kids cry, these are the things they come up with. Their solution is to label you racist, homophobic, misogynist, once you start giving them facts. And once you hit them with facts, all of a sudden now, you're those 3 things and more. So in case you guys haven't figured it out, I'm walking home again. Part of my workout to lose more weight. I'm getting too old to be 275 pounds. Now I'm now 267, 268, so I'm coming down in weight, but once you get to a certain point, your body can't hold that weight anymore. Anyway, more police shootings. So we had the shooting in Atlanta. That shooting, to me, was a righteous shooting. The whole thing was on body cam. The whole thing was on a surveillance in the Wendy's and civilians in the area, and it looked like a righteous shooting. But instead, because they're listening to fucking uneducated children, they fired a guy and they brought him up on murder charges because the guy was shot in the back. The guy turned around to shoot a taser at them. Of course you're gonna get shot at the back. In Atlanta, that taser specifically is a lethal weapon. Hence, shooting the motherfucker. Now, I have no sympathy for this dude. Zero. Everything was going according to plan. When they put the cuffs on him, he flipped out, fought with the cops, punched him, beat him, stripped one of his taser, and he gets shot in the back. And people like he shouldn't have died. Fuck him, right? Because he fought, grabbed the taser. He was probably trying to grab a gun, but grabbed the taser instead and tried to incapacitate the cop. If he would have incapacitated the cop, he could have got the cop's gun and killed the cop. This case, this very scenario, happened probably 10, 15 years ago, where the suspect grabbed the taser, tasered the cop, incapacitated him, grabbed the cop's gun, killed that cop and his partner. Right? So this has happened before. That was a justified shooting. But Black Lives Matter, the hacks that those guys are, said it wasn't. And the asshole mayor of Atlanta and the DA agreed, fired him, and brought him up on charges. With that, right before they brought him up on charges, they were rioting. And it was a small riot, right? It was like a baby's riot. They burned down the Wendy's where it happened because leave it to the black community to burn down their own shit. And don't get me started on the whole black on black crime shit again. But, yeah, okay? So guys, the more civil unrest is coming. And it might not be in the form of a big riot and looting like we saw here in New York or across America, for that matter. It's gonna be micro riots, micro looting. Little pockets of shit here and there, which is going to add to more division in this country. Now, I am seeing a big uptick in black conservatives. I think I'm starting to fall into that group, that category. I really am. I'm like, you know, I was a diehard Democrat because I'm like, the Democratic Party can change as long as you get righteous people inside. Hell, any party can change as long as you get righteous people inside. Right? The Republicans can get back on their shit. Democrats can get back on their shit. But the Democrats are not. They're assholes. Most politicians, if not all, are assholes. All right? That's a blanket statement, and I'm covering everyone from the president down to the councilman of whatever city and state. Right? So every politician's an asshole, and a lot of politicians are in it for themselves. Sorry. They're in it for themselves and the money they make. They're not in it for us. But should we have to start a new party, it needs to happen. Something needs to happen. Because at some point, you can only eat the same box of cereal for so long until you want some other shit. You want to try something else, see what that tastes like, what it looks like. Right? Same thing with these fucking politicians. Enough already. We need new leadership. Across the board, all right? Black Lives Matter is trying to get into the political arena, guys. Do not fall for their bullshit. They don't give a shit about black lives. They can care fucking less, all right? All of a sudden now they're trying to push the whole black trans movement. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying any of this shit. Why? Because they're in it for fucking themselves. They're in it for political gain. They're looking to start their own political party. Mark my words, Black Lives Matter will be a political party inside of 5 years. And then the shit's really gonna fucking hit the fan. Antifa, they might try to become a political party if they start using their brains. And I hope they do, because that would be my personal mission, to fuck with every last one of their members. Alright guys, this is the Angryprepper. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to this channel and this channel only. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. And just a quick update, They're still working on my channel, so I'm assuming they found it and or they're trying to get back what they can get back. Either way, it's still in the process, but like I said before, I'm going to continue to move forward, and I'm going to continue to pump out videos. All right, guys, thank you for watching.